Hi, good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm still in bed because I'm really, really sick. I don't want to get too into details because it might gross a lot of people out, but my stomach is on fire. It's just this tight ball, this tight knot of pain that I'm experiencing periodically. I'm not febrile, which is very good, so I don't think I have an infection. However, I'm pretty sure I have food poisoning or potentially water poisoning. I had a lot of vegetables yesterday and I thought I thoroughly washed them. However, of course, with food borne illnesses, the main thing is fecal oral. Basically, some people who are sick or carrying something, they handle fruits and vegetables, and then you take those fruits and vegetables home, and then you don't thoroughly wash them, and then you wake up the next morning, like myself, and you feel like shit. But I'm making this video because America's crazy right now. I'm going to talk about that later in this video. But I was staying in the slums of Kibera. I was volunteering there at Olympic KG, and I was volunteering there with HIV women at Power Women group. I saw blood, I saw bullets, I heard shootings, there was fires. There were heavily armed officers, hundreds potentially. It was literally nuts. People died. Actually, it was really crazy. So the first election was annulled because Kenyatta, the current president, was found cheating. IEBC is the committee that counts the votes, and it's disgusting because the head of that committee was actually massacred brutally, him and his girlfriend, his mistress, weeks before the first election. So that was a red flag. There were protests too around election time, and then shortly after election, that's when it kind of got a little bit worse. Numerous schools burned down or were burned down, and I just want to take a second to give a shout out or just give all my good positive energy to Moi School here in Nairobi. It's an all girls school that was burned down. So several young girls who were just trying to get an education were they had their lives taken away from them too soon, honestly. And now the second election is happening in a few weeks. So I don't think I need to be here in Kenya for that. Of course, people who look different are targeted. People who are not from the community are targeted. Minorities and foreigners are targeted. I got physically assaulted during one of the protests. I was just walking home, literally like minding my own business, and this drunk guy came and pulled my arm. Luckily, I was able to get away, but he's like, fuck you, fuck you. And then he started swearing at me in Swahili. I had no idea what he said. But then luckily, I'm pretty sure he was intoxicated because one of his friends came, they pulled him away, and then a lady came, rushed towards me, and she's like, you need to get out of here now. So I left. But anyways, thank you so much for watching my videos. I hope I feel better soon. I really am so obsessed, so in love with these beautiful children at Agape Hope Center that I get to volunteer with. There's over 150 of them that go to school there, and then probably about 60 or 7 orphans that live there. A lot of them have been neglected. Some of the girls as young as 3 years old have been sexually assaulted by family members, and that just absolutely disgusts me. It makes me want to cry because these are some of the most beautiful, bright, courageous kids that I've seen in my whole life. So I feel like shit right now, but I'm hoping I feel better in a few hours so that I can go to the orphanage. I was there yesterday. It was so amazing. I left my speakers, so we weren't able to do music therapy, but we still played games. We had some spelling bees. It was beautiful. So, again, thanks for watching all my videos. I really, really, really hope that you have a wonderful day. And if you're in America watching this, please don't let Mr. Trump divide us. Black, white, Asian, Mexican, we need to unite as Americans. I just get very, very frustrated with Trump because sometimes it seems that he runs his mouth more than he runs the country. And that's disgusting. It's interesting. what three words would you use to describe Obama? Which three words would you use to describe Trump? I'll start with Obama first. Intellect, humble, American. Okay, three words to describe Trump: ignoramus, bigot, hater. Hater. And in a president, one of the, at the very least, what you should try to do is unite a nation. You know, you shouldn't be blasting or talking shit about the mothers of NFL protesters, NFL athletes. That's just ridiculous. Shouldn't you be more concerned about the crisis in North Korea, how they want to declare war on us? Shouldn't Mr. Trump be more concerned with the 3.5 million Puerto Ricans without electricity? Some of them don't even have running water. So, like, why is Trump attacking Americans? Why is he attacking Americans who are practicing their constitutional right to protest? It's in the Constitution. If you're American, you should probably know freedom of speech, freedom of liberty, freedom to protest and demonstrate. And what the crazy thing is that in Charlottesville, a few weeks ago, he called the Nazi protesters a group of fine people. Sir, are you like, it boggles, it really boggles my mind. But I personally don't like Trump because he grabs women by the pussy. He belittles protesters, and honestly, I'm about 99.9999999% sure that he's a racist bigot. And I'm only saying that just because he's mostly attacking minorities. He banned Muslims. He hates Mexicans. He's deporting a lot of Mexicans. He calls the NFL players sons of bitches. You know, I can go on and on. But this video is about Africa. Maybe I'll do another Trump video later. But then when I talk about Trump, I always get frustrated because he's not my president. He's not a hero. He's not a respectable leader. He's not a person I would look up to. Like, I'm going to tell my future children about Trump, about Obama, about everything. And like, when I get to Trump, I'm going to have to tell them the truth. Like, he doesn't respect women. He doesn't respect minorities, and he hasn't earned my respect. So if you're watching this, have a beautiful day. You might disagree with me, but I don't give a fuck. What's important is unity. America needs to unite. America deserves a president, a leader who will unite them. We are a great, beautiful, thriving nation, y'all. Thriving. And Trump has again and again and again tried to divide us. And with this protest, of course the NFL might lose revenue, but do you know who's going to be hurt the hardest? The rich white owners, the CEOs, and all the ad agencies. Last year this Super Bowl in 2017, billions were spent on ads. Billions. In Houston, the hotels sold out. It brought millions of dollars to Houston. And on top of that, the ticket price for an average ticket, or the ticket price for an average ticket to the Super Bowl this year was $4,500. So just remember that these NFL players signed contracts, honey boo boo. They signed them already for millions and millions of dollars. And not only that, but they have the best pensions and the best legal representation. So if you're a white person and you're racist as fuck and you're offended because some of the teammates are kneeling during the national anthem and you're like, I'm gonna protest, I'm gonna burn all my gear. First of all, there are kids in Africa who could use that gear. So I'm tired of seeing those videos. Please stop burning your shit. That's so wasteful. You look like an idiot. Donate it to a Hurricane Harvey victim. Donate it to Puerto Rico. Like, don't burn it. How stupid can you be? So instead of getting mad about the players, just take a good hard look at yourself and think what it is to be an American and how your actions are going to affect America, the people around you, and minorities. Peace, love, unity, respect. Huge shout out to Colin Kaepernick. You started this, brother. I was born in the Bay Area. I'm from California. That's where some of the most sane Americans are from, obviously. And I'm just so proud of you, Colin. And I'm proud of the other Americans out there watching this who are supporting other Americans who love their country, who help different communities, you know, instead of bitching and moaning and burning stuff and saying how, oh, it's un-American to practice your American right to protest. Child, please, like, listen to yourself. Kwaheri, that means goodbye in Swahili. Here's the video.
Hallelujah.
So this is what church looks like in Kenya. I went to church for the first time in a very long time because to me, all religions are pretty much exactly the same. And I don't think you need to be a religious person to be a good person. And I don't think you have to be a religious person to like be saved or go to some heaven, because like really heaven, like do Jews have their own heaven? Do Christians have their own heaven? Muslims? I find it really funny because like there must be all these different heavens because Muslims don't really like Christians, so how are they all going to just get to heaven all of a sudden and get along when they can't get along on earth? So that's why if you're religious, like, yay, good for you. I'm not. But all religions are exactly the same to me. I don't really want to talk shit about them because they're all the same. And if you're religious, that's your belief. Like, do you, but just know that like there's over 200 300 religions on this planet. So if you're watching this video and you're like, oh my god, I'm religious and my religion is the best, really, that's as stupid as saying, oh my god, my country is the best. So yeah, freedom of choice, freedom of religion. Do you go to church, have a good time? I don't give a fuck. Shout out to any atheists out there or any yogi people who aren't religious and are happy and fulfilled with their lives, who are saved and they don't need a god or gods to make them feel good or feel saved. Yeah, being fearless, fear no evil, and I do not fear death at all. California, baby. Just left church. It was so freaking lit. People were dancing and praising and jumping, and it was low-key a mini workout. So much fun. Vizuri sana.